What's going on, you all? It's your boy Dom Kemp here. Today we're back with another sports podcast. This is a Premier League podcast in the sense of the worst Premier League team of the 2018-2019 season. This article is by OneFootball. The author of it is Padraig Whelan. It was published today, so I just wanted to talk about and see which players were the worst this season in their eyes, of course. And see what's going on with that. If you all don't agree with the article, let me know in the comment section down below. If you think someone was worse, let me know about that as well. So, the article is going to start right now. Not everyone in the Premier League was at their best last season, and we look at the men who failed to deliver on the park. Either though failing to live up to expectations or performing poorly, these players will quickly want to move on. So we start off with the goalkeeper position, and Asmir Begovic from Bournemouth. He is the goalkeeper for their side. Despite appearing in only 24 games, he has committed more errors than any other Premier League goalkeeper with 5. Eddie Howe finally lost patience with the 31-year-old and dropped him in January. No sooner was he recalled in late March than he made 2 mistakes in a 3-1 loss at Burnley, resulting in him losing his place for good. We go to the right back position, and Kieran Trippier from Tottenham. Coming off the back of an impressive World Cup campaign, expectations were understandably high that he would carry it on. Definitely not. The form of the Barry Beckham has fallen off a cliff this year, culminating in one of the most embarrassing own goals of the year away to Chelsea. Go to the center back position. We got Shkodran Mustafi from Arsenal. Patience has well and truly worn thin with the Germany international at the Emirates. His season low light reel for errors is worrying, if entertaining viewing. There is no way he can be allowed to form a part of the Gunners' back four next season. Another center back, we're going to Everton and Yerry Mina. The Colombian carried big expectations on his shoulders, arriving from Barcelona on the back of an impressive World Cup showing for over 30 million. Marco Silva criticized him for his attitude on the training ground towards the end of what was a dismal debut season, despite not being helped by injuries. We go to the left back position. We have Marcos Alonso from Chelsea. He has struggled massively to adapt his game to Mauricio Sarri's style, and in big games, is particularly against the likes of Manchester City and Arsenal, he has been painfully exposed. His awareness is almost non-existent, his pace is waning, and what he brings in attacking sense doesn't come close to making up for his defensive deficiencies. Midfield position, probably my favorite name of all time in world football, Andre Frank Zambo Anguissa from Fulham. Fulham were sufficiently impressed by Zambo Anguissa's performances at Marseille that they saw fit to break their transfer record and spend $35 million on him. The midfielder's time in London has been disastrous. 14 underwhelming starts and a red card isn't what the Cottagers paid big money for. Midfield, Fred, Manchester United. Another summer signing flop. Fred arrived at United's 4th most expensive purchase of all time, but like the man just above him on that list, Angel Di Maria, he has underperformed massively at Old Trafford. He hasn't been assured of a regular starting berth, and when he has played, has largely been ineffective. Midfield, Mateo Kovacic from Chelsea. Is there a more ineffective midfielder in the Premier League for someone with such a large reputation? Pogba detractors may want to weigh in here. The Croatian has the ability but offers so little. Neat and tidy he may be, but so much of what he does leads nowhere and stagnates to play, a big problem given how Sarri is trying to play. Oh, here we go. Forward position, Alireza Jahanbakhsh from Brighton. Another club record signing that hasn't worked out whatsoever. The Iranian joined the Seagulls for $19 million in what will go down as one of the worst deals in Premier League history. He has started 10 games, appeared in 7 others, and contributed 0 goals or assists while looking unfit for his level in the process. Forward, Alexis Sanchez, Manchester United. When you are earning $350,000 per week plus bonuses, you best be delivering. The former Arsenal man hasn't even come close to replicating his old form in Manchester. He managed just 1 poultry goal in the league last season and isn't even a guaranteed starter despite his eye-watering wages. Forward, Mohamed El Younoussi, Southampton. After impressing at Basel, big things were expected of the wide man, but he has been a big disappointment at St. Mary's, particularly when you consider how former winger Dusan Tadic has performed at Ajax. He has contributed very little in his 15 appearances and been a figure of frustration on the South Coast. So you all, that is the starting 11 of the worst players this season in the eyes, of course, OneFootball in their article that they did have out. I will be coming back to you all with the Premier League team of the season very soon. But thank you so much for listening to this podcast. In my opinion, I think they were spot on with what they described as like the worst players of the season. And many of them played by injuries, but others just played by not performing to the standard of the specific club. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you all go on to liking and subscribing. And I'll be talking to you all later. Peace.